you know, let's gamble. Come on, regular attack, regular attack. All right, well, whatever. Yep, this is absolutely a gamble. And we lost. Ah, that was literally the only way we could have lost that. 2 brutal attacks, with the second one outturning us. So of course that was going to happen. What did I say earlier about playing it safe? And also, what did I say earlier about we usually don't, you know, lose a run in Cecilia's segment? No, that one was entirely on me. That was me choosing to gamble and getting really unlucky, because had it done, there were any number of things that could have gone differently there, and any one of them would have been fine. If it had done 1 regular attack instead of 2 brutal attacks, you know, if it had done like 1 regular attack and a brutal attack, that'd have been fine. If it had not outturned us in that that final turn there, we would have been fine. We were past the heavy reset points. There is, I mean, honestly, had I chosen not to gamble there, Cecilia's segment is actually one of the safest points in the run. There's, you know, the only thing that you can do there to lose the run is either not pay attention to what's going on or to gamble and lose. Whereas everything else, resets can happen because of just incredibly poor RNG or soft locks. I kind of equate that to the run I lost last Saturday to Boomerang. Have I ever played Terranigma? Not for more than a few minutes. Well, maybe like an hour, something like that. I have seen other people run it, so I grabbed a ROM of it, because I'm in the United States. It was never released in North America officially. So I grabbed a ROM and played it via emulator for a little while. It's really fun. Or, well, let me take that back. It's fun. But perhaps more importantly than that, it's very well written for a game of that era. And I am looking forward to the opportunity to make myself go back and play it in full. It's part of the Quintet trilogy of games, right? Soul Blazer, Illusion of Gaia, and Terranigma. That is not a difficult trick. I made that look way harder than that was. But yeah, so I've played it a little while. Alright, that was incredibly strange movement. But yeah, no, I've played it for a little while. And I enjoyed it, but I've also watched other people stream it, and yeah, that's ultimately what got me interested in giving it a go in the first place. Not a great start. 4 encounter start for Jack is not terrific. Uh-oh, tired Moni plus warm Mumpets in the lab? Well, please give the old man some chin scritches for me. Oh, as I'm sitting here just sort of playing with my beard while this goes on, the clippers are actually going to be nice to get because I can also then properly, like, groom the beard a little bit more. I mean, not that I ever properly groom it, but I have some, I guess, grooming scissors that I've been using to mostly keep some of the longer stray hairs down a little bit, but I imagine that has actually left things a little uneven in places. Aww. I hope he's having a good day. You grew a beard during COVID because you didn't want to keep shaving? So I've had a beard for a very long time. I've actually, in most of my adult life, I've had a beard. There have been maybe a few years in my mid-20s and then a few months after my 30s where I've been beardless. So I've mostly had a beard, but when it was mostly a short beard. COVID, I just let it grow out because I let my hair grow out because I wasn't going to get a haircut. I was basically just living at home, and that was fine. Um, and everything was happening on Zoom, and I never really felt like being particularly well groomed. And then when we sort of went back to in-person teaching and everything, and in-person, university business, which, was not the smartest call, but whatever. I did go back to a short beard for a while. And then I realized, I actually did kind of like the beard when it was long. So I regrew it. And I've been regrowing it ever since. So I think this beard, aside from some trimming that I've done every now and again, I think this has been growing since mid-22, I think. He was yelling in the hallway so much last night. Oh no. Yeah, actually, like every couple of days, I have to take those little clippers to the mustache hairs because they are growing over the lip, and it does make eating certain kinds of foods and drinking a little annoying because, it gets sort of caught in the old mustache. And given that a lot of my diet lately is ramen, that ooh, that was terrible movement. I got sort of weirded out by the chicken being to the guy's right, and I fully expected the guy to go to the left because he couldn't go to the right, and then I couldn't go to the right, so I sort of panicked there. The first time I had ramen was like I think in the final year of my master's program. Like when I wanted cheap food, like cheap kind of thing, I would just get peanut butter Like, my first year of college, I subsisted on, like, 90% peanut butter. Like, peanut butter sandwiches, I should say. So, you know, just loaf of white bread and peanut butter, and that was basically it. Yeah, it really wasn't until like 2016 or something like that that I had ever had ramen, like the instant ramen. Like, I've been to, you know, noodle shops and sushi shops and stuff and had like proper prepared food, but like the instant ramen thing didn't really have until like 2016. And boy, I gotta tell you, that really is a different experience than like properly prepared noodles. You know, while it is still edible food, and, you know, so on, it is not that great. But when you are super broke, you know, it is better than no food. And if you then learn what kind of things go good to put in it, you can make it sort of part of a tasty dish. But at this point, all I can really put in it are some sort of leftover spices that I have. So, you know, noodles, water, the little powdery flavoring thing, and then, you know, some cayenne pepper or some smoked paprika or something like that. Whereas even a few years ago, back when I was still getting, you know, a stipend for being a grad student, wow, what an encounter location. I was, you know, chopping up some veggies and stuff to put in there, or I was, is sautéing the right word? Not sautéing, but like browning some meat or frying up some cubed chicken or something like that to put in there. Although that I didn't do that often, honestly. It was mostly just chopping up veggies like carrots and jalapeno peppers, and putting in like frozen peas and stuff. Yeah, frozen veggies. Well, I mean, well, fresh or frozen veggies can really jazz up some ramen. Stupid rock. You rarely ate it during university? Dude, what did you get caught on there? And failed to run away. No? Really? Pleasant surprise. You think you always remember the ones you really like, grab a bunch of them next time, and the next time comes around and you have no memory? That's why I go shopping with a list. And then, usually as I'm heading to the checkout, I double-check the list and realize, oh, I completely forgot something on the list that I was constantly looking at the entire time. Yeah, peanut butter and jelly is a good sandwich, but no, my first year of college was just peanut butter sandwiches. I could rarely afford to also have jelly. Those were glorious weeks. My you know, first year of college. Hey Zeke, welcome on in. Wasn't until you moved to Portland, Oregon, that you ever had ramen that wasn't instant or yeah, the Marichin or the thing. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of all I've had as far as ramen goes. It sucks because, like, California actually does have a lot of great places to eat, but like in the cities like San Diego, LA, San Francisco, and so on, and I live in the stupid Central Valley, where there's terrific vineyards. Oh, what a terrific start. But there are some wonderful vineyards if you can afford, to buy bottles of wine, and you can get them like straight from there, and often for better prices than at the grocery store, and do really good stuff. But oh, this is really gonna end up being a day where I threw away the only good run I'm gonna get by gambling, isn't it? Wow. We outturned it. Can we at least get a counterattack here? Okay. Something kind of salvageable. Counter, please. Good. That still doesn't make up for the miss earlier, but it does a fair amount of it goes a fair amount of the way there. And we've got to heal twice. Whoa. Okay. And I accidentally put the weaker thing back on. Okay. The frozen meal package by Kraft called Crave, $4 meals. That's what you ate when you want to save money. Yeah, I've kind of got to do math quite a bit to whenever I go grocery shopping now to get a sense of like how much can I actually afford to spend per meal. And I mean, ramen is the super duper cheapest option because it's I mean, at this point it's like $1 a meal. But things like getting a loaf of bread and a jar of peanut butter that can actually be stretched to quite a number of meals at a good meal to a cost ratio. Things like frozen French fries can be a nice sort of like additional supplement. Something because like the Ora Ida things are like $6 at the grocery store, and I can get one of those to stretch a week for having as a side dish. And potatoes are good for things like vitamin C and other things. The real ramen diet. Pan fry some diced Vienna sausages? Oof, what a terrible start. I'm taking it because whatever, we're done with this, but losing 25 seconds to stupid encounters and a bad boss fight. Oh well. I don't think I've ever had spam in my life. Yeah, frozen peas, frozen corn, cut up carrots, cut up jalapenos, and things like spices. So, like I said, cayenne or whatever else I have in there at the moment. Chili powder, paprika, cumin. Actually, what other spices do I have besides salt and pepper? Oh, basil. I don't think I've ever put basil in ramen. Nor the thyme. Yeah. King's Hawaiian rolls, bit of mayo, add spam, stick in oven. That... I don't actually like the idea of heated up mayo. Cinnamon is a spice. I don't think I have any cinnamon, though. It sounds terrible, but it's great. I imagine. I just, I don't know if I've ever had Spam, so I don't actually know if I would like it. Also, we're still, soliciting ideas for a conspiracy theory for me to cover on an upcoming science communication stream. So if anybody would be interested in doing that, I believe there was a timed message earlier in chat. Let me actually get to a point where I can... There we go. But yeah, if you are interested in maybe suggesting a conspiracy theory for me to cover in a future SciComm stream, please feel free to use that link and fill out that survey. It is anonymous, and after a few more days, probably on Saturday or Sunday, I will sort of go through the list of responses and select a small number of them, and then ask the community to vote on which one to for me to focus on, and then we'll do a sort of learn together type thing. Use cinnamon with condensed milk and cardamom, sugar in black tea. It's the best beverage if you want to study for a long time. Sounds nice. Spam is, so I know that Spam is sort of like well liked by a number of people. It's just, I don't think it's something I've ever had. Yeah, I don't think I have cinnamon, which is weird because I do like cinnamon. And I'm sure that there are things that I just can't think of at the moment that I make with cinnamon. Oh my god. NPCs. It all just sort of came down to how I reacted to that one moving NPC. Ooh, saffron. Cinnamon. Things like, things like curries and Indian restaurant-style rice. Things like that. Although I guess that's not really ground cinnamon. You use the cinnamon sticks, but yeah. Which, I mean, it's still a spice. That took me a second, Moni. Nice. Oh yeah, there's the timed message in chat. Yeah, we're gonna be doing a kind of like learn along thing in the future. The sub incentive got met for that. So if you have a conspiracy theory that you'd like me to go over, please use that link there and submit it. Nope. Submit your idea, and maybe it'll get picked. By the way, in theory, this room is supposed to communicate how you can use the time turner, the pocket watch, to solve puzzles. Well, come on. Because the idea is most people would have thrown away that third crate before seeing anything to throw it into, and then they hit that switch, and then they learn. But since the pocket watch actually does cost us time in a speed run, even though you can use it earlier for things. Ooh, and a preemptive. We might get to level 2 here, I think. No, alright. Should have just run then. The intention is to everybody just sort of suggest one. Have fun with the meetings and enjoy the lurk. So to heal twice in Rudy's boss battle. We're running low on heal berries. Alright. Well, it didn't outturn us on the turn we kill it, so that's something. Yeah, I should have just run from that other encounter. We'd have saved a little bit of time. I'll need to double check what the experience for each encounter formation is to see, sort of keep in mind for future reference which things I should try to take if we ever get a preemptive in the third encounter again. That is a lot of time save. God, I guess in the splits I'm running against, I got a lot of encounters where enemies went first. And probably a boss fight where I had to heal twice. That is a lot of time save. Or I screwed up the magic menu at the end there. But that is actually good to kind of keep in mind, is that I can maybe be a little bit more forgiving of which runs I want to try to get. I've not actually heard of, like, the Dr. Pepper thing as a conspiracy theory. I've heard that it was, like, a rumored thing. But, I've not heard of that as any sort of conspiracy. Now, the cocaine in Coca-Cola thing, I think that is actually just because they had... I mean, like, historically, it was because it was made with the coca plant. I'm going to be a little forgiving of what constitutes a conspiracy theory. Things like urban legends and so on, you know, the intention is ultimately just like, what is a piece of misinformation? And then how do we go about sort of researching that and taking a look at any empirical research that's been done on, like, things that are associated with belief in that? So I would also think, you know, cryptids like Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster I would consider kind of adjacent enough to conspiracy theories. Nope. Counterattacks would be good. Okay. We need you to go to sleep. This is ridiculous. Okay, good. We've got this. This is an encounter we can die on, and I have had that happen twice in one day. And you're gonna wake up on this next turn, aren't you? Yep. Alright, let's do this. Wow. Valkyrie does not do that much damage. Okay. Thank you for that critical. That's good. Okay, now... First stack of apples to everybody. I need to remember to stop at 2. I've not heard of that one. Yep, that's fine. Okay, I was trying to bounce off the interior wall so that I wasn't far enough inside to do anything, but, you know, whatever. To run up the stairs, but okay. So much for trying to play it safe there, but you know, we did successfully run away from that encounter, which is good. And we only ended up with one extra encounter. So yeah, so the idea for the SciComm stream isn't so much to like, well, let's take a look at all the scientific research that's ever been published, although let's take a look at, see if anything has been published about it. But it is to also just sort of illustrate, like, how does somebody who studies weird beliefs and misinformation for a living, how do they go about doing it? Wasn't a good encounter, despite the fact that we did survive it and all that other stuff. There was a lot of bad out-of-bounds movement that really cost me a lot of time in the first and final room there. And the encounter that we had with the ape loss and the 3 rat monkeys, you know, because we could only put the ape loss to sleep, the 3 rat monkeys did get turns in, but it was only 2 turns. So it could have been a lot worse, but I mean, you could see where it started to count down from. There's a lot more potential time save there. And also, just because a piece of misinformation or folklore or urban legend may not have, like, any specific scientific research from, like, a psychologist or anything like that, that doesn't mean that there aren't other forms of scholarly work that may touch on an issue. Folklorists and cultural commentators and literary theorists and so on, communication scholars do still talk about these things as examples in their kind of speculations and theorizing. They provide sort of media analysis, you know, kind of historical documentation of the trajectory of these things. So, there's always a lot of clever people saying clever things about misinformation. Alright, now to see if we can not mess up Belselk Skip. Okay. We want that. And that. dun, dun. Oh my god. NPCs, go away. Dun, dun, dun. It's never allowed to be a festival in an RPG that ever just goes well. No celebrations, no festivals, no fairs, no anything. Come on, counterattacks. Come on, counterattacks. Rude. Oh, okay, we get one. Alright, let's not mess this up. This is why I like to step back. It's because I'm not good enough to just go the like 1 or 2 pixels up at that point, and I needed to go up 2. I'm gonna try if I can get the backup, or not backup, but like if I can get it on second try, I'll keep going. But if I mess up a second time, I'm gonna reset. Oh, that really ticks me off. course. Of course. So stupid. And I was just hitting the character select. Okay. Alright, so we're going to be pretty much heavily in the red until we get to potentially, well, actually very far into the run. And then just hope that we get some good randomizer luck at the end of the game. And that's if I don't screw it up before then by soft locking. Which, or hard locking like I did last time. Ah, come on. That was rude. There we go. Ba-da-dum. Okay. Ra-da-da. I messed that up, so let's see. Oh, okay, cool. That was a pretty clean backup, and then, yep, switch to you. I can't actually buffer any movement in here. Because that happens. Ah, that is dumb. I'm not helping myself at all. That could have actually been bad if we got into an encounter, and we could have gotten into an encounter there. We need, no, invisible. Then warp or teleport. Okay. Several minutes of apples here. And yeah, festivals and fairs are where people let their guard down. That does make sense. Yeah, they're very hungry eating all these apples. Oh, I feel like I messed something up there. Okay, well, let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do that. That is a lot of time saved there that makes me think I messed something up. I need to remember to get the small flowers, and to make sure that it is the small flowers. Okay, that's a thing that you can do, I guess. You didn't have to, but you could do that. Oh no! That's very unfortunate. Aliquin. Karen Abbey, switch to Rudy, activate Cecilia's cutscene. Hey, NetGhost, welcome. Thank you for the good luck. I hate running out of bounds. I don't think I made it. Oh, I did. All right, cool. That actually is very nice. Okay. See if we got that. That one actually feels like I went too far. Ooh, okay. Good. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Hopefully you're able to feel better. If it was bad enough to call out, I hope that you're able to rest and find some way to take care of that. Alright, well, we're just gonna be here a while. I mean, unless we get a whole bunch of critical hits, we are gonna be here a little while. Okay, apparently the crits don't do that much extra damage. Because 2400 relative to, I think, you know, 2200 I saw on a normal attack. But 1800 is a decent chunk more. Okay. Ooh, wow. 2 crits. And, I guess that's what happens when you do all the, golem clipping. You don't get the extra encounter on the way to the arena, and you get, all the out-of-bounds movement, correct? So, very neat. Hey, Mother Antares, welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a good one. Escape. Raise your dingles. Oh, we really gotta hope that Boomerang doesn't kill this. I mean, the likelihood of a PB is very low on the face of it, because we would need Randomizer to actually go very much in our way throughout the entire rest of the game, but the fact that we can still die to Boomerang and Mother Freed, and still soft lock on the out of bounds that we gotta do. Yeah, that's a thing. Nice. Ba-da-da-da-dum. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-bum-bum. It feels like I messed that up because it did not feel like the golem was actually in the right place. Yeah, okay. There we go. It wasn't getting into the tiny little outcropping there. Okay, let's do that. Lucky card is there. Goat is there. Almost feel like I should have healed, but... Come on, damage dealing spell. Come on, damage dealing spell. Okay, good. we're just gonna do this. We're gonna play it safe. I should have put a goat call on Jack, I guess. That's fine. Okay. I'll take it. Happily take it. Alright. That was not an optimal fight, but it was very, very close to optimal backup, since we did get 2 great randomizers, but I wanted to guarantee kill Luciad, so we took that. Technically still time to save there, but as long as this one finishes, we're good with that one. I am super, super good with that one. Ba-da-ba-da-bum. Hey, Jay. Welcome back. Yeah, let's just see if I can finish this one, though. Stressful. Okay, good. Yeah, alright. At this point, there's only one thing I can mess up, and then the rest is luck. Bum, ba-da-bum. So, watch me mess up this last thing. Oh, I see that happening. Real quick, that... Okay, good. For some reason, I always have it in the back of my mind that traveling to Malduke can affect your luck stat, and I should know by now that that's not true. And yet I worry. Let's double check our goat situation. Alright, let's hope we get a good randomizer situation. Okay. Okay. Okay, wow. That was perfect. Now we just need not Owl's Magna. My heart rate has got to be through the roof right now. And I am sweating pretty badly out of anxiety. And I think I need, what is it, 15 times 5? So I need 75 MP? Or do I need 90? Why do I think I need 90? Alright, double check the goat situation. It's good. Oh, we are definitely good on MP. Okay. And that should do it. Good. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you know, gotta double check the goat situation. Sometimes you gotta re-goat. You gotta re-up your goat. Because the final bosses here, they can really get your goat. And I'm not kidding around. Thank you for the hug, Mother Antares. Yeah, randomizer. This is where it all comes down to, isn't it? Watch, we're gonna get a 130.05. Hey Rex, welcome back. Hope you had a good lurk. If I get a sub 130 with a failed Belselk skip, I'm going to be actually... it's going to be funny, actually, but I will be a little upset. Okay. Let's do... she went from best luck to worst luck. Alright, we can just start that off. 122. And then second and third place are both 124s. And then fourth place is 130.09. So ultimately, all I'm doing is trying to get a better fourth place. Yeah, there's a sizable gap. Cliving, Chaos, and Yule are better runners than me, and their times that are on the leaderboard are in Japanese, which does run faster because of the text situation. But I think they all have faster times than me in English, too. We want Awaken. That's fine. We are fine with that. Okay. Nope. We don't want that. We want that. That's a good thing. We want to see that. More of that. All plasma. Oops, all plasma. We don't care about Cecilia counterattacking game. That is not good. Dude, really? We don't want that. We don't want that. I'm actually probably going to switch over to Saint. Maybe not, actually. Come on, we'll do one more randomizer and then... Okay, good. Come on, Jack, I need you to be... No! I need you to be unconfused, buddy. I need you to be unconfused. Okay, good. Okay, we've got Awaken. We're just switching over to this. Okay. There we go. Oh, there we go. And even a sub 129 as well. Ha 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 ha. Yes. Ah, there we go. I am a gigantic ball of sweat right now. Whew. Thank you for the GGs, Northrex, J Gravy, Rakshawn, welcome on in as well. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mother and Terry's. Thank you, Jutes Magoots, welcome on in as well. Oh, thank you so much. And Hatspace, welcome, welcome, and thank you for the GG. Aye, that feels good.
True, I may not remember the finer points, But today is the day I finally picked that bone with you that I'm fairly certain I have.
All right, not bad for September. Coming back, game I haven't run in 3 years. New route, took me 5 completed runs to get the sub 130, and still plenty of time left on the table, actually. Alright, let's save these splits, shall we? I want to save those. Yes, and I want to update all those golds too. Let's get that. And I want to, yeah, I've screenshotted live split, and now I'm gonna post this in a celebratory way. Congrats on the PB after getting more red splits than the communist gymnastics team. I mean, what was it? Rudy was red split. Mag Tortoise, I think, was red split. Since I've cleared it, I forget. Hey, Cliving, thank you for the GG. And the cat that came back, thank you as well. And, yeah, Cliving, I got a sub 130 time, and I failed Belselk skip. I lost a minute and, like, 40 seconds between Mag Tortoise and Belselk because I messed up the skip. And then I ended up, I guess, really just playing better for the Mountain Pass skip and Guardian Shrine skips to get the Ocarina, because it was a gold split that brought me from, I think, red was 120, something like that, to a gold split of like 30 plus 31. And then another gold split for leaving Rosetta Town, which, or no, it was like 50 something, and then Rosetta Town leaving. So I was probably actually just faster mashing and getting golem clips and things like that. Then I gained a lot of time in the end with Boomerang and Motherfried, because the Boomerang fight, I got a damage-dealing randomizer out of the gate, so then I played it safe. On the next turn, I just targeted Luciad with Saint. And then we got a second randomizer Gaia Crash, I think it was. I think the first one was Plasma, and the second one was Gaia Crash. And then I just did, I had attack with Jack against Boomerang twice, so then I just cast Saint to clear that one. So we, saved a little bit of time there relative to the split I was going up against, but still not optimal. But it was safe and optimal. And then it was a perfect Siegfried fight. And a really good Motherfried fight. So we were, what was it, 126 under for that. And then Zeke Tuvai, we started to get some bad randomizers. So after getting, I think, 3 good randomizers, but he did high heal twice, I switched over to using Saint towards the end, but a raged Jack who got a couple of crits, and the few good randomizers that we got, and Saint really did it in. What's funny is Tuvai attacked Cecilia, just regular attacked, 3 times, and she counterattacked every single one of those times. Oh, and we did lose some damage to Confusion on our Berserked Jack for a turn, but, what are you gonna do? Whew. Thank you. So I messed up the Belselk skip, but I think I was minus 30 seconds or something like that there. So I said, like, all right, if I fail the Belselk a second time, I'll just reset there. But I knew I had a lot of randomizer time at the end to potentially gain, so I figured, whatever. So we ended up at 120 in the red, leaving Adelheid. I wasn't thrilled about it, and I genuinely didn't think that it was going to happen, because I really didn't think that I had that much time to save in executing the middle bit with all the Guardian Shrine stuff. But I clearly did, because from Belselk skip to, I guess, leaving Rosetta Town, we sort of clawed back, well over a minute. And then I didn't mess up the Golem clips. No, that's not true. I messed up a Golem clip once, getting to Kodingle. So there's actually a little bit more time to save on the Boomerang fight, not just if the fight were to go better, but by being quicker to get the clip and first try that. I mean, I'm glad I don't stream speedrun attempts with the camera, because I am just a bit of a mess. Like, after the boomerang fight, I was just a ball of anxiety after that. And I'm saying this could have been a 125. So let's see. The Belselk skip, I lost 1:40. So, just on execution, this could have been a low 127. We were only 2 seconds into the green at the end of Jack, and my gold split for that section, which only got like 2 encounters, I think, is like a 5, like less than 520. It's like a 517, I think. Oh, it's 511. Okay. I love this ending. I'm actually going to be quiet for this. All right. But yeah, so Jack can definitely be a bit better. We had, I think it was 4 encounters. I could be wrong. Might have been 3, and then we got outturned on some things. But in Rudy's section, we had 2 failed runaways from encounters on the way to the boss. We had 1 bullet miss, or 1 hand cannon miss on the zombie. But we did get 2 counterattacks, though we did end up having to heal twice. So we were, I think, 20 seconds in the red after that, or about 20 seconds in the red after that. What I could do is I could actually just pull up a section of the VOD before I cleared the splits. And then not have to try to remember that stuff. But we did save a lot of time on Cecilia's segment. We were back in the green for that. and I have no real idea why. Yeah, we were 24 seconds into the red, leaving Rudy's segment, but we were 19.7 seconds into the green, leaving Cecilia's. And I don't really know why. But I'll take it. I'm guessing I did some bad menuing on the way, because the movement was pretty bad. Oh, we lost time in Lolithia's tomb, but we were minus 12 seconds at that. The encounter we got was 3 rat monkeys and an ape loss. We were able to put the ape loss to sleep, and we got 2 counterattacks on the second turn on the rat monkeys, and I just had Cecilia attack, so the 3 rat monkeys were gone at the end of the second turn. But I messed up some out of bounds movement, so that took quite a bit longer than it otherwise would have. And then, yeah, I went from minus 12 seconds to plus 1 minute 28, leaving Adelheid, because I failed the Belselk skip. So I lost a minute 40 there. Oh, I actually lost time in the Ocarina split. Oh, yeah, no, I remember. Because when I entered the Forgotten Ruins, I had buffered running while holding up, and that actually caused Jack to leave. And then I was so annoyed with myself that when I got back in the Forgotten Ruins, I fiddled with running around a bit, so I lost 10 seconds there. Leaving Rosetta Town, I was back to just 59 seconds ahead. I'm guessing I just mashed better and got the Golem clips, or not the Golem clips. Oh yeah, the Golem clips. And you know, all that stuff. And then leaving Arctica Castle, or I guess beating the Lady Harkin fight at 21 seconds. So we went from 59 seconds to 21 seconds. I got the Golem clips, and I got the Arctica Castle Guardian Shrine clip, out of bounds movement, and then that was fine. The Boomerang fight went as it should, or well, closer to as it should. As I said earlier, we kind of were using Saint to guarantee things, but we were 17 seconds in the green at that point, and then the Siegfried fight being perfect, because I think it was either Plasma or Gaia Crash for the first randomizer, and then 2 Dark Rays after that. Motherfried, no Al's Magna, so it was just straight up 5 Saints, no problem, that was fine. So we were a minute 26 under at that point, and then we ended 1:10 in the green at that point, because the randomizers and things in the Zeke 2x fight were not really working out, so it half worked, half didn't, so I panicked and switched to Saint at the end there. But we did get lucky with a couple of crits from Jack, and I think there were only 2 high heals in the whole fight. But yeah. And then it did kind of lose time for Cecilia kind of impotently counterattacking with her no strength stat and her base magic wand. Yeah. Very happy with this run overall, but it is really embarrassing that I have a 128.58 with a failed Belselk skip. I don't like that. But I have met my Wild Arms goal, so I am thrilled about that.